Hello again, Struck. Welcome back to my channel, where today I'll be streaming as the Gundam Battle Alliance, a mecha game. It's been a while since I last played a mecha game, to be honest. So let's see what mechas we'll be controlling today and in what capacity. This one was in the upcoming games videos for August. I think it was in the high profile, if I'm not mistaken, for August. Speaking of high profile, yesterday I uploaded my September batch of high profile games with 4 more videos coming for August. I've decided to separate the new August videos, some of them by genre, like what you can expect in regards to upcoming games videos in August from me would be, let me double check how I separated the remaining videos. There will be the regular Wooters one after the high profile for September. There will be a low profile one, which I used to call the Wooters one the low profile, but the low profile will be different. There will be the 2D games one, and there will be the tactical games one, and then maybe the epic games one after that. There's gonna be a lot of videos I've planned for upcoming games for September, but there's a ton of games coming in September that I wouldn't mind bringing to people's attention and playing myself and keeping on my radar. You can see all the different Gundam universes and franchises that have been added into this game. And you can play with up to 2 more people, 3 people total co-op. So if you have friends playing the game, you can play with them. I'll go solo for the sake of testing things at my own tempo and pacing. From what I've heard about this game, there's a lot of collectible stuff for people to look forward to if they are into completionist bait, such as collecting this and that and finishing this and that. Okay, I'm just gonna skip some of the lines if I think they're not that important. This is where we type our name. Boom. Let me fight. I wanna fight.
ジオン軍の陸上戦艦ダベデ級陸戦艇
Update was okay. Are those the enemy mechas?
このオデッサ戦線で自分たちの運命をいな歴史を変える何かが起きたことをギャザーロード隊小隊長だけが感じていた。
Commence mission. Okay, shift.
マーカーに従って目的地まで移動して。ステップ、ダッシュ、ジャンプ、確認しろ。ブーストゲージのこの先曲がり角になってるわ。警戒して。カメラ回せ、カメラ回せ。どこに敵がいるかわからないですからね。
I'd rather move my camera with my cursor, with my mouse. Fight. Hate line. Okay.
狙った敵を正面に捉えられるからね。格闘攻撃を解除するわ。特殊格闘やってみよう。特殊格闘。落ちる。ザク撃破。すごい小隊長。まだ来る。小隊長打ち上げちゃって。敵無防備。敵無防備。
Those the enemy in the air. Okay.
ジャンプしてる時に打ち上げ攻撃すると叩きつけになるから、それも試してみて。早くも2機目のザクを撃破。やるじゃない。敵機複数増援。先手必勝。先手必勝。そうね。回転攻撃ならまとめて切れる。小隊長チャンスよ。
Get enemies around you over. Okay.
投げ切り。お見事投げ切り。2号機3号機の援護に回って小隊長。
This sound reminds me of the Chidori sound. A little bit. It's more ringy, less zingy. It doesn't have the but it does remind me of the Chidori.
戦場なんだから手心は加えないからね。情報の崖に敵機。ロックオン対象は切り替えられるわ。やってみて。ビームスプレーガンのセーフティーを解除。崖の敵を片付けて。ジャンプしながら撃つと当てやすいからね。
肝心な時にまだなのか。肝心な時に
Okay, so ranged attacks as well.
3号機突っ込みすぎないで。小隊長援護を。ヘイト集中。ヘイト集中。サブ兵長はリロード。目的地マーカー更新。いよいよね。
先行しすぎたか。友軍の姿が
まるで私たちしかいないみたいな。前方ジオンの陸上戦艦ダブだよ。敵が多い。ガードを使って機体を守って。援軍が来るまで持たせないと。あれ友軍機の反応がない。
まさか全滅。小隊長撤退を。
囲まれてる。無理。撤退無理。
こりゃ覚悟を決めるしかねえか。当たれ。てりゃしまった。
Cool.
リペアキットで応急処置を。敵の包囲を切り崩さないと。
終わりはしない。上からもバンバン撃ってくる。
ロックオン。狙撃しろ。ロックオン。
打ち上げ攻撃、回転攻撃、サブ兵装まで全部使え。生き残るぞ。
本部応答してください。こちら独立構成機械化技術支援小隊ギャザーロード隊。おかしい。このオデッサには連邦軍が私たちしか存在していない。
当たれ。
Cool.
ダムで撃破。え、新たな敵へ。
なんだ、
Mini boss.
大量大量。
Hmm.
こんな戦力が。
Am I gonna use some sort of ultimate or whatever now?
緊急ブレイクアウト処理実行。宇宙世紀0079オデッサ作戦のブレイクミッション放棄。誰、一体何が。それは後で。ブレイクアウト。
Hmm?
発見。イレギュラーデータ発見。エラーデータ各陸ブレイクミッション放棄。 SACRA スラッシュジェネレーションシステムガンダム。
小隊長無事。ここはどこ。何が起きたっていうの。ジムのモニターデータがおかしい。小隊長、機体にトラブルが起きてるの。
Now what?
緊急ブレイクアウトの負荷でデータが不安定になってる。何を言ってるのかわからないんだけど。それに2号機と3号機はどこ。待った、ミノ姉さん。それどころじゃないんだよ今。この先でホワイトベースが着底しちゃって。なのにアムロ総長さんが行方不明のままなんだよ。
こちらブライトだ。早く戻れ。ジオンの追撃隊から攻撃を受けている。
ホワイトベース隊ユノ特務総長祈祷します。アムロ総長は。
奴のことはいい。船の直縁に回れ。
了解。任されてください。今のブライトノア注意。私たちホワイトベース隊なの。
Nice. I didn't see difficulty settings for the game, but so far the difficulty is okay during that tutorial, first missions and so on.
ジオン軍の通信応募時。
俺が飛び出す。その間にタンクをやれ。はい、ラルタイ。隊長やりました。タンクをやりましたよ。こいつにとどめよ。何を寝ぼけておるか。木馬だ。木馬を打ち取らねば我々の戦いの意味はない。
ラルタイってランバラルタイ。どうやって傍受したの。それに気になると思うけど、今はとにかくホワイトベースへ。小隊長さん、どんどん進んで。ラルタイはオデッサ作戦前に戦死したって聞いたけど。
まさかこいつが連邦の白いやつか。聞いていたのと違うぞ。我々の標的はあくまで木馬だ。モビルスーツごときにうろたえるな。しかし
Okay.
あの黒い角なしガンダムによく似ている。連邦もいよいよモビルスーツの量産を始めたということか。
Man, something's been happening with my eye the past few months. This one specifically. It's constantly irritated and stuff like that. Shit. I've tried washing it with water, putting eye drops, and nothing seems to help.
強襲揚陸艦ホワイトベース迎撃のためのモビルスーツが出てないガンタンクはさっきやられたし
言うの遅いぞ。何やってんの。指揮者からの通信支援を。
了解です支援しますブライト注意とは初対面なんだけど話は後このままだと数日後に始まるオデッサ作戦の歴史が変わっちゃう私たちそのオデッサにいたのよ
直撃させる。そこだ。
So okay, use some healing just in case. I'm liking the graphics and the visuals of this game and how well it's optimized. The FPS only drops during cutscenes, which seem to be fixed at 30 or 24 or whatever.
ディスプレイアシスト起動小隊長さんデッキに表示されたゲージを見てサブ兵装を当てたり相手が大技を使うと減るんだけどゼロにすればひるませられるんだよ特殊格闘の打ち上げ攻撃うまくいけば打ち上がった相手へ追撃もできるわねそうそれがバランサーゲージ逆にゲージがあるうちは絶対にひるまないからね
ここは何でもいいか邪魔するやつは全部敵だ
まさかガンダムなのか。
その通りです艦長ガンダムバルバトス本来この歴史にいるべきじゃないどういうことなのランバラル隊員がいること自体がそれがヒストリーブレイク現象真実を知りたいならここは切り抜けてブレイク現象小隊長まずはホワイトベースを守って
俺たちの居場所はここじゃないオルガ必ず戻るよ
テイクスそこ。
あの木馬みたいな船を潰してそれから
物騒な予定立ててるもし壊されたらどうなっちゃうの歴史が完全に壊れるミノ姉さんたちにいろいろ説明する暇も場所もなくなっちゃう
ごちゃごちゃうるさいな俺には分かんないよ
私もよでも確実なのは今の状況は間違ってるってこと腹はくれたねミノ姉さんバルバトスをこの歴史からリムーブするよ小隊長ファイト頑張って勝ったらご飯大盛りよ
ああ腹減ったなおかしいな言うこと聞かなくなったバルバトス
データ干渉が起きてる小隊長さん一斉攻撃を
Okay. Special attack. Oh, I don't like special attacks that have that extra animation screen or whatever. Extremely tacky, and anime games keep doing that.
終わりはしない。
どうしたバルバトス
Barbatos.
俺は必ず帰るよ
やったリムーブ成功これでランバラル隊員のグフを呼び戻せるそうよ消えたラル隊やザクはどうなったの説明してもらいましょうかならば本拠地へご案内いたしましょうブレイクアウト
Nice, so now I can probably see my base of operations and whatever I do with level ups and stuff. Pilot skill unlocked, speedster.
てよ。あとはいつの間にか。ちなみに運転だけじゃなく、とにかくお仲間は無事だよ。ここに転送。ハローユノ。あまりイレギュラーなで転送されたって。残念。ここはイリオンステーブル。何もかも聞いたことないし、そもそもあなたは何をどこまで。落ち着けユノ。脳波レベル乱れてる。そういうデータベースがあるんだよ。じゃあ一年戦争にアクセスしてみよっか。
Universal Century History, the One Year War, and the Gathered Squadron. Okay.
未来とは確かに未来じゃない。ランバラル隊はオデッサ作戦の開始前に戦死しているはず。それに言ってたよね。歴史っていうのは何を指しているのかしら。さすが小隊長さん、目の付けどころが鋭いね。
Some ASMR of pouring water.
あなたは誰？所属はどこ？連邦軍？ジオン軍？私の所属は G ユニバースだね。コード名は SACRA/1351420。長い。それが名前なの？じゃあ SACRA だから桜スラッシュ。桜スラッシュ。これ勝手に名称変更していいのかな。まあ大丈夫でしょう。コード名リネーム完了。ハローさくら。私たちはオデッサで作戦行動中なの。これは冗談じゃなくて史実データ。シミュレーション意味不明。まるでさっきの戦いが。さすが冴えてるねユノ姉さん。腕利きのモビルスーツパイロット選ばれた。史実からのシミュレーションって。
Okay.
コンピューターのデータ領域 G ユニバース。事実なんだよ。人格のデジタルデータ。記録による詳細データの閲覧。ユノ姉さんたちとコミュニケーション。その招待。
I'm gonna go back to my base and sort out my equipment and stuff. There's gotta be some skill and equipment system in the game. I'll be surprised if there isn't. There we go, so upgrade, perfect. Let's upgrade Zack type F. For upgradable stats, HP boost, melee and range. This one seems to be catered towards melee, but let's go ranged. It's not letting me upgrade others. Just what the hell? I don't want to execute HP upgrade, but the game doesn't let me. It's the tutorial. It's walking me into upgrading HP only.
Migo.
だけどジオンの新型モビルスーツグフは途中でガンダムに入れ替わった。そう、本来 宇宙世紀の歴史には存在しない火星のガンダム。
Hmm.
俺たちの居場所はここじゃない。
火星？あんなちょうどいいか。その説明もあるし、火星ポスト木星船団に乗り込むよりは近いと思うけど大丈夫だって。
Okay.
で、そのブレイクミッションっていうのがブレイク現象が起きてる歴史ってことなのね。イエス。ブレイクミッションではフラグメント他のパズルに紛れ込さくら他の人。
Hmm.
問題はそれをやって私たちは管理システムの方に確認中だからブレイク修正してるうちに通知が来るはずだよ。ミッション選択。ミッション私たちが知らないポストディス。そうだ、この歴史のビームが効きにくいってこと？正解。ビーム兵あのとんでもないガンダムに対抗するのに、ガンダム対ザクは伝統だからね。前向きに言ってみよう。
Zaku to type F. Pilot the upgraded. Okay. Start dash pack and Gundam early on walk. Okay. Okay. I guess that was the pay to win gear. Cool. A lot of different Gundams are getting unlocked. I wonder if those are just cosmetic or whether they have some stats attached to them. So that's the different Gundams I've got. Oh man, some of those are amazing. How do I go down? Scroll. 459 from the beginning. It has beam cut rate, physical cut rate. Very bad for ranged. Sharpshooter, it's probably what I'll go for. Infighter. So Infighters obviously melee, focused sharpshooters obviously range focused, and all-rounder more of a balanced one. 172 range, this one is 169 range, 280 HP, 264 HP. I'm thinking of getting the sharpshooter with 280. Although the difference between this and the other one is 3 range damage, but also 16 HP. This one looks cooler though. This one here. 5745, and this one is 81358. Oh, this one seems better, I think, in terms of damage cut rate, which I'm assuming is like the penetration. This one has less boost, this one has more boost, I think. I wish I could compare both of them, but let's I guess let's select this one. If I don't like it, I can go for another one. A little bit of HP won't hurt. Items. Sky, say hi. He doesn't want to say hi. He's gonna ask for food, probably. Let's give him some food so he doesn't bother me in the middle of a fight or something. So yeah, those are some of the parts and items I've got. I don't know how to use those, but I'm not gonna sell them. Skill set. So I can unlock certain slots later. For now I can only use this. Better than nothing, honestly. Ah, there is compare after all. Do I have access to multiple missions or just a straightforward one? So Threat of Zeon is the one I've just completed, and then there is this one. Okay, for now I've only got this one. And there's the category 0. Okay, the only mission that's worth doing right now for me is this one. Normal, does that mean the difficulty? I don't think I can change the difficulty. I guess it automatically grows as my character gets stronger.
ハロ君がミスこのブレイクシュAI なんだからそこは本当にわからないんだよね。この間に次のブレイク自立型無人兵器モビという火星の自治権を得るために
I wonder where I can use those tickets. The game gave me 5,000 tickets. G Universe.
聞こえるかミカ、今から最後の攻撃に出る。
分かった。
かなり危険な賭けになる。どうしたってそれなりの被害は避けられねえ。あいつらにそいつを押し付けなきゃならねえんだ。
俺はもうオルガにかけてるよ。最初のあの日から。俺だけじゃないよ、みんなだってそうだ。みんなオルガにかけてる。だからオルガもかけてみなよ、俺たちに。鉄火団のみんなに。
鉄火団のみんなにか。すまねえ小隊長ユノ、お前たちも敵を引きつけてくれ。俺たちは計画通りまかないのじいさんを連れてエドモントンの議事堂へ向かう。
了解です団長。敵を減らしつつ支援に向かいます。
俺も邪魔する奴らを潰してそっちに行く。オルガの道は俺が作るよ。
ありがとう
Ah, fuck.
な。頼んだぜみんな。
よーし、ここは鉄火団として頑張ろうね小隊長。ちょっとまずいね。ブレーク現象の影響でミッションがおかしい。私たち以外の鉄火団員が確認できないんだよ。え、じゃあ前線にいるのは小隊長と三日月くんだけ？そうなるね。もう何が起こるかわからない。小隊長さん、エドモントンの町へ急ごう。
Some of that stuff is worth collecting for wood. Is there a map other than the raider map? Maybe there is a big map somewhere I can access, but let's get this wood here. Allied unit sighted.
ここで全部終わらせる。
Mikazuki August.
間違いない。ホワイトベースを襲ってきた。
ユノ、何？
そうか、今は同じ隊員なんだ。援護をよろしくね三日月くん。
ああ、こいつらをオルガのところへは行かせない。残らず全部潰す。
三日月くん、ガンダム決まりさ。
何それ？知らないけど。
やっぱりブレイク現象で手術がずれてる。
そこだ。これはどうだ。出てこなければよかった。
Okay. Where to now? Warning.
とりあえず君とは違う道を選んだつもりだったのだが、
Aha.
今はこのエピオンを使わせてもらう。 正気か。奴らこんな街中にモビルスーツだと。
あれがガンダムキマリスってやつ？違うよ、あれはガンダムエピオン。アフターコロニーの歴史から来たガンダム。
ここはニューポートシティではない。こんな時に。
しかも乗ってるのはヒーローイー君じゃない。ライトニングカウント6番目の男、ゼクスマーキス2級特差だ。あのモビルスーツは未来予測で最短の戦略を導き出すシステムエピオンを搭載した。
いいよそういうの。敵だけ
Oh
分
wow.
かればそれでいい。
最強の敵として認め合い戦う。この申し出を受けざるを得まい。ガンダムのパイロットとして。
だからいいってそういうの。どうせあんたは消えるんだしさ。
ガンダムを一目見た者は生きて戦場から戻れない。そんなジンクスなど。
別に見たって死なない。ただ鉄火団のオルガの邪魔になるなら消えろよ。
トレーズが作ったこのエピオン、君が勝利する未来は見えないがな。
未来、ごちゃごちゃとうるさいな。
Ah, fuck.
未来を見せるシステムエピオン、そしてモビルスーツと操縦者を直結する荒屋敷システム。この辺りのデータが干渉し合ってるのかな。みんながどうしてガンダムなんだろう。いえ、ガンダムだからこそなの。
やるな。
好きだらけだ。
ガンダム、私の挑戦を受けてくれるな。
I think we got it.
エピオン、ここは我々の居場所ではないというのだな。
何だったんだあいつ。そうだ、オルガはアトラ。
三日月くん、さくら、ブレイク修正ってこれでいいの？残念ながらまだだよ。この修正ちょっと重たくなるかも。あの赤いガンダムのことね。
What
ア
now?
ルタコロニーがどうとか。まさにそれだよ。小隊長さんもお疲れ様。とにかく一回イリオンステーブルに戻ろう。
Return. Fun game so far. Two blueprints. Okay. So now we have the gun tank unlocked. Hayato Kobayashi. Okay. Kai Shiden for gun cannon.
了解だよ、ハロくん。どうすればブレイク。エドモント以前イエスオペラやっ。
So the new ones, this is one of the new ones. Those two, gun tank and gun cannon. I'll keep leveling the one I've got. Partner info. Do I pick who is the partner? Is that the partner the one that's piloting my own Gundam, or is that the one piloting the Gundams of whoever is my ally? Oh, this looks nice. Oh, you get friendship with various people. Who's the one? This is the one for the. This is the one I'm using right now. Night Gundam looks nice. Unicorn Gundam all-rounder. This one looks amazing. What about this one? Korean fighter. And that's the cool looking sharpshooter that I decided not to use. Wait. Yeah, let's go. Oh, there is change difficulty. Easy, normal. I'm gonna go for normal again. Maybe later you unlock more difficulties after normal. Alliance effects. So that's how you get that friendship. I did not select this, the computer selected it for me. I guess for this mission, since it's still considered indirectly a tutorial, maybe the game wants me to play with certain partners. I'll try changing though. I'll try bringing this one. Actually, let's bring this one. And then for partner 2, I'm gonna bring I'm thinking of Unicorn as an all-rounder. And in co-op, the partners are actually players.
大丈夫。地球圏だから。時はアフターコロニー195ね。地球で。まずは5機の。ここが首都ニューポートシティ。こんなところが戦場に。
戦いだ。ついてこいルビー。おう、孫権のおっちゃんには負けてられねえ。もっと強くなってみせる。
こちらマグアナク隊3番隊。カトル様は戻られているの？
カトル様だってまだ戻られていない。
この時点でスタンドロックがいない。ガンダムエピオンは？
エピオン？何のことだ。
それじゃあルクレチアノイン得意は？
通信が繋がらない。ここは我々だけでも。
さくら、どうなってるの？本来ここにいるべき人たちが軒並みいないんだよ。じゃあエドモントの時と同じく小隊長と私たちが。そういうことまずは補わないと。
Cool.
小隊長さん、マグアナック隊の意地を見せてやって。ガンダムサンドロック、トーラス、エピオン、こっちは圧倒的に戦力が足りないけど敵も主力の無人機モビル動力がないみたい。敵側も足りないの？なのに見覚えのあるザクとかがいるんだけど。
Let's see.
戦争のジオン軍が違和感なく紛れ込んでるね。逆にチャンスかも。もしランバラル隊員の武器がここにブレイクインしてれば。そうか、ラル隊員も送り返すことができればミッションが相互に修正できる。小隊長さん、ザクを倒してグフを探そう。
Nice. It's very hectic, but once you get used to it, it gets pretty solid. Yoda says, yo Gottes, how's it going? I hope you fancy yourself some mecha action, cause that's what's on the menu today.
残念ながらラル隊員はいないみたい。あれもない、あの人もいない。そんなのばっかりね。お、それだよ犬姉さん。このブレイクミッションの違和感、人も物も、そしてガンダムも、この歴史を動かすファクターが全然存在してない。じゃあサンクキングダムの代表リリーナさんもいないんじゃないの？王国解体宣言もできないんだ。この戦闘を終わらせる方法がない。
Cool. The Saints Walk is full of bugs and almost unplayable. Well, they must have left their hands there. They must have been rushing to get it released on time. I mean, just think how badly it was optimized. Told me that they were rushing the game and probably didn't properly predict the release date window. That's normally what happens when people think their game would be ready sooner than it actually would be, and then they have to release it buggy and unpolished and unoptimized.
防衛隊がこれほどとは。撤退だ。一時撤退せよ。
I'm really enjoying this game though.
さくら、さっきのグフ軍団からデータ追跡ができた？もちろん。これでランバラル隊がユゴ、ブレイクアラート、ブレイクアラート。ハロー、どうしたの急に？アラートって何これ？介入プログラムを検知。
Boss fight. Yeah, from what I saw with Saints Row, it definitely did need more work. But again, they were rushing to release on time, and no idea why, whether the publisher was forcing them to release it before it's properly optimized or what. That's what happens to a lot of AAA titles. Saints Row is not an exception. Perfect example, in fact.
ユノ姉さんに縮められたんだよ。
今回はパイロットとプログラマーをそれぞれ分けたということか。パイロットの腕は申し分ない。なるほど。アップデート前のラトレイヤーでは厳しい。
今回はそれぞれ分けたって何のこと？データベースを確認したけど、あのガンダムもパイロットも確認できない。
もしくは君では閲覧できないということだ。そこだ。
ナイス。
肝心な時に食らえ。そこ。さすがだな、小隊長。
The third remastered is better. I do have the third remastered on my computer for free from Epic from several months ago. I might end up playing it. I might end up testing the third remaster if I don't have anything better to play sometime.
あのキザ男、何をどこまで知ってるのかしら。ユノ姉さん、
Speaking of remasters, Mafia 1, 2, 3 Definitive Edition is out.
このミッションのデータが
So if someone's looking at revisiting an interesting game, a solid game, Mafia 1, 2, 3, all of those have been re-released as definitive edition. I might check them out sometime. I'm keeping them on my radar for just in case I want something fresh, old but fresh. Refreshed, maybe something refreshed. Might be the way to put it.
ブレイク、それあのとこデータベースハロ君いいこれで歴史もう一ただ私その上それがやるわよしじゃあしょ
Okay. So that's like some parts system. Auto guard is nice. I wouldn't have to bother. That's the type of part for me. Auto guard. You're saying that you can't even add customization attachments to your weapons in Saints Row, you mean? In the new Saints Row? Let's go for the next mission. So I can revisit certain missions. They've kind of recycled some content in this game. Not a fan of recycling story to make more story out of it. I'm okay with recycling story to make end game, as long as there is non-recycled end game and not simply recycled. For example, the Division recycled all the story to make the end game out of it, and it was extremely boring. Or Magic Legends, it also recycled story missions. But as long as there's non-recycled content alongside the recycled, it's fine in my opinion. Can't add silencer sights. So no weapon mods and stuff in Saints Row. The little bit I played of Saints Row before my PC crashed also showed me a little customization when it came to weapons. Wasn't very happy with it.
ブレイクゲーそうそう総長さんを探しに出たフラウボーさんがラル
See, those are from the old school Gundam
それで
animes.
ベースは襲撃を受けちゃって
I like that they've kept the art style of the original old school anime characters the way it is. They didn't try to make them look modernized, to reimagine what they would look like if they were drawn in an anime today. They kept the character designs as they used to be, and that's pretty solid.
ちょっと待って
That's the way it needs to be if you want
経緯はともかく
the authentic nostalgia feeling.
トゥルーミッション小隊長
By the way, why do people call Saints Row Saints woke? What's so woke about Saints Row? I didn't see anything overly aggressive when it came to wokeness. Maybe because I only played at the beginning and I haven't reached certain other parts. But I noticed it being regularly inclusive. All the things I saw from my own personal experience made sense the way they are. They didn't seem forced on me, unlike some other games I've played. As for Cyberpunk, I actually really loved Cyberpunk. Apart from some optimization problems, I loved Cyberpunk on PC. So I'm not a console player, so I can't tell you anything about the experience of people playing console other than what I've seen from videos. You, as a console player, have all the right to be disappointed from Cyberpunk. The one thing that was disappointing for me in Cyberpunk is that the choices matter that was so advertised was only the last mission chain. Sure, it was a long mission chain and there were like 6 different possible endings, but all the choices I made up until then didn't have any effect on my ending. And I don't like that. I wish like every single choice I made from the beginning until the end was what defined my ending, not just the way I handled the last mission chain. Apart from that and the optimization, the rest of Cyberpunk was pretty fun for me to play. But again, I can't complain as a 1066GB owner for Cyberpunk not being optimized well for my GPU. Although it was advertised as a card that could support it. What I don't like nowadays is people expect the minimum requirements to be for 720-30 FPS, which is not what people want as minimum requirements. Who plays games on 720p 30 FPS? Everyone who plays games wants at least 60 FPS and ideally 1080p. But now developers do that stuff. I'm actually gonna open an image and show you. Oh, I can't pause the game. Okay, after this match. After I reach a safe point, I can show you what I mean.
本当に過去が繰り返されてるんだ繰り返しとは少し違うよシミュレーションをし直すあれ怖かったかリュウさんを迎えに来てくれたのか
So it's the same path even if you change location to your buildings. Aha. Well, I mean, that's how most games are. Most games have a fixed story. What makes Cyberpunk great is how you handle the side missions, how you handle the content that's not the main mission. And that's how most open world RPGs are. Most open world RPGs have certain fixed missions with fixed objectives that you have to do that drive the main story. And some side objectives and side missions again that are fixed, but you don't have to do certain things in a certain way everyone else does it. You can go and do all sorts of completionist stuff before you progress your main missions.
ホワイトベースから通信
Oh, they're not working on a fix, they're working on a big upgrade. I think console and PC. Are you talking about Cyberpunk still or about Saints Row? Right now, I'm not sure what you're talking about because Saints Row, okay, if that's it, I understand. But Cyberpunk is releasing its first big expansion update soon, and it already has improved performance apparently for both consoles and PC with the latest year or so of patching. I mean, if they already moved on to developing Witcher 4, then they definitely didn't need that much personnel on Cyberpunk anymore. Boss fight now. You're saying Violation will do better. Okay, so you were talking about Saints Row when you talked about optimizing. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice for them to optimize the game some more and to fix the bugs and stuff, but it's obviously not a game made for my weak GPU, so I'm not gonna return to Saints Row. Until I get a new GPU, I'm not gonna be touching a lot of the games. But at least I like when games are upfront and don't lie in their minimum requirements and specify what the minimum requirements are targeting in terms of FPS and other things like that. For example, Skull and Bones is very upfront with what FPS is targeted with what requirements. I don't like that they're listing the minimum requirements as 720p 30 FPS, but at least they're honest that that's what you get. They tell you, okay, if you do the minimum, the bare minimum, that's the FPS and the resolution you would expect from that game. Okay, we beat this one. They removed the most perfect thing, multiplayer, PvP and leveling. Then it feels like Driver arcade. Driver was actually an interesting game, and so was Midtown Madness back when I was little. Yeah, I'm gonna try and show you what I'm talking about. That pisses me off when people assume that 720p 30 FPS is what people are targeting with middle. check this one. This is what's super annoying to see something like that. Assuming that someone would want to pay with 30 FPS. Okay, this one is 1080p 30 FPS, but seriously, who would want to play with 30 FPS in a game? Who would want to be able to meet the minimum requirements only to notice that the minimum requirements are actually for 30 FPS? That's super stupid. Super stupid to think that someone would enjoy playing a game with 30 FPS. Just stop, remove this whole category here and just do minimum, medium, recommended minimum and maximum or something, whatever. This is super stupid again. Some games even do the minimum requirements is 720 30 FPS, as I told you. At least Skull and Bones is telling you get 1080p, but 30 FPS with this. So obviously I won't be able to play this game with good settings. But again, until before this game comes out, I probably would have upgraded my machine. But it's silly to think people would want to target such frame rates. Especially in a game that's all about fast reaction stuff, action RPGs and stuff like that. You would want at least 60. At least 60. Man, it's gonna be good game. Calling it a stupid game is harsh. It's not a stupid game, it actually looks pretty solid and it's gonna be fun. But it's gonna be a game focused more on naval combat. The main focus of this game would be fighting on your ship with other ships. Naval combat. Don't expect Assassin's Creed from Skull and Bones. Sure, it will have some action RPG fighting and stuff like that on land, but naval combat would be the focus. So people shouldn't go into Skull and Bones with the wrong expectations. Well, they're not copying Assassin's Creed. Again, I'm telling you, they're focusing on naval combat. They wanted to make a game for people who love naval combat. I actually love naval combat in games. There used to be a BR game called Maelstrom or Maelstrom, whatever it was called, which was pretty solid every now and then to mess around. And this game I recently played, Arcane Waters, was pretty okay, but still pretty slow and boring. But it had that combat done. Naval combat is something that's rarely done. Action RPG naval combat is rarely done. So it's nice that they're tapping into this. But if you want a good open world RPG, Forspoken. If you haven't seen the 10 minutes of gameplay for Forspoken, this is mind-blowingly good. Just looking at the crisp effects where they summon a big giant sphere of water, and then they explode that water, and then they freeze the exploded water into ice. Man, the combos. Forspoken would be, I'm telling you, it would be like a playground for people who love open world games. And visually, it looks extremely well optimized. I'm not sure what machine that was captured on, probably on PlayStation 5. It looks very well optimized from the looks of that gameplay video, which again, it seems like it was played on PlayStation 5. Obviously, it won't run on my machine, but by the time the game is out there on February 2023, I would hopefully already be upgraded. And speaking of February 2023, it is gonna be a very interesting month. Hogwarts Legacy also comes in February 2023, but if it's Hogwarts Legacy or Forspoken, obviously it's gonna be like that. Or maybe we should say like that, because this way is higher. This is the higher weight, and it's gonna tip the scales. So this game would win. But yeah, I would prefer Forspoken as something I sink a lot of time into, rather than Hogwarts Legacy. But I want to play both games and dedicate some time to both of them. So if they have like 1 or 2 weeks in between the launches, it would be nice. So I can maybe spend 1 week playing one game and then maybe play the other one after that. But for Spoken, hopefully it's well optimized on PC, and the same goes for Hogwarts Legacy. Let's upgrade. A little bit of HP and a little bit of range. This is the new one we got. Infighter. Oh, 450 base HP. That's actually very good base HP. But if I were to compare it with other Infighters, this is 459 and this one has 188 melee, where this one is 180 melee. So, and the boost is kind of, this one has more boost as well. So the Knight Gundam seems even better than this Dome. What does this Dome have that the Knight doesn't? Everything seems worse. Same amount of repair kits. Less damage cut rate. Even this one still better than that other one. In fact, this one is probably the better one out of them. Let's go on the next mission. Is it gonna be another? Yes, another recycled mission. They're recycling the first 2 missions on just a slightly different difficulty. This is extremely lazy and boring to recycle your first 3 missions. So you do 3 missions and then boom, GG. You have to repeat those same missions or slightly higher difficulty and monsters. I mean, I understand recycling, as I said, for endgame, but recycling story for more story is beyond lazy.
作戦開始の状況がそれを阻止しようとする敵の目を引きつけるために私たちは秋広くん急に秋広鉄火団団員の秋広アルトランド君筋肉プログラマーに
Okay. But yeah, Gottes, if you haven't seen Forspoken 10 minutes of gameplay that came 2 days ago, you'll be amazed by what you can see in that video when it comes to exploration and combat system. And even the gear upgrading system doesn't seem like the most advanced one I've seen in games. But it's good enough, letting you choose what to put in certain slots and sockets. It's kind of like a socketing system. You've seen it, yeah. What do you think from what you've seen? Does it seem like something that you would want to pre-order, or does it seem like something that you would want to wait for reviews before getting? First, it's a Ubisoft games. The one thing I don't like about them is having to use the Ubisoft launcher. I'm not a fan of having to use Ubisoft launcher, Blizzard launcher, or whatever other launcher. For me, it doesn't matter whether it's a Ubisoft game or not, because Ubisoft has different studios, and one Ubisoft from another Ubisoft game can be completely different. And most of all, they're not using the Ubisoft Snowdrop engine, they're using Unreal Engine 5. which for better or for worse, I think might be actually for better.
ミッションデータの故障団長さん気をつけ
You're kind of angry about the company. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of angry about companies like Blizzard and EA, especially considering what happened to BioWare thanks to EA. Speaking of BioWare, there's some ex-BioWare devs making a game, and not just ex-BioWare, a lot of industry veterans. I need to remember the name, and maybe after this mission I can out and tap and check the name and tell you what it was. But there's a studio that's been formed from ex-BioWare and ex other big AAA companies, devs that are making their new kind of franchise. And speaking of BioWare, I wonder what's gonna happen with the new Dragon Age title, Dragon Age 4 or whatever it's gonna be titled.
こんなとこにまでモビルスーツを。
何をしている。とっとと押し返せ。
この橋ってブレイクミッションの時にアフターコロニー時代にモビルスーツが現れたのよね。
Oh no, wrong button.
モビルワーカーしかいないはずなんだよ。どうしてこれだけのモビルスーツが。
いいよ何でも。全部潰せばいいだけだ。
ヒマリスのデータが足りないことがブルーミッションに影響しているの。
オルガ、アドラ、クーベリア、すぐに行く。
小隊長、まだまだ敵の数が多いから囲まれないように注意して。逆にチェインブレーカーをぶっ放して弾き返しちゃおう。
何それ。一匹一匹プチプチ潰してくよ。
どちらにするかやり方は任せるわ、小隊長。まだまだ敵機がいるね。片付けないと団長さんたちが危ないよ。
心配しなくても。
Okay, nice.
やるって言った仕事は絶対にやり遂げるよ。
議事堂まであと少しだ。持たせてくれ。ミカ。
大丈夫。倒すべき敵は分かってる。
街のそばでモビルスーツを展開するなんて。ギャラルホルム連中。
出てこなければよかったのに。
Let's see, where are the other enemies?
やるな。
Boss fight. But what do you mean Ubisoft game? Isn't it a Square Enix game? Did you mistake your did you mistake your games? Forspoken, as far as I remember, was a Square Enix game published. What was Ubisoft game is Skull and Bones, so I'm not sure why you're saying Ubisoft
そうでしょ。
when it comes to. And by saying that, you also confused me a bit. You've got things kind of
ミカ。行くぞ。バルバトス。
kind of messed up, I think. I mean, unless I'm mistaken. If I'm mistaken, then apologies. But I remember that being the Square Enix game and not the Ubisoft. The Forspoken title. I'll check it after this mission because I can't pause.
任され。
罪深き子供。お前たちと戦う。
Yeah, check it. Please check for me whether it was Square Enix or. I mean, I'm also disappointed a lot by Square Enix, but not for the reason people think. They're mostly publishers, so there's only one way you can be disappointed by publishers, with marketing and pricing. That's how publishers could disappoint you. Whereas Ubisoft are also kind of parent company of the developers, and with them it's different. If you don't like something in the game, you can actually say, okay, it's one of their studios that's to blame. But yeah, with Square Enix, they're just the publishers, the ones that give the money. Normally they hire studios and they work with in-house studios as well. But there were a lot of games from Square Enix that I really loved. Really, especially considering the modernized JRPGs I've played recently. I've been very happy with some of the Square Enix stuff. Things I don't like Square Enix doing is again this pre-order, get early access, buy early, get early access, buy the Wooks edition, get early access to the game and stuff like that. Or giving streamers, regardless of the size, early access to the game before it releases on the launch version without a wipe. I mean, it's okay to give people early access and progression in the game if you wipe it on launch day. So sure, they play a press version 1, 2, 3, 4 days, even 7 days before that. But it needs to be wiped after that, all that progress. Sometimes they straight up give them a few hours early start so they can build hype around the launch. Gearbox also does that, and I never liked it. It's extremely pathetic, in my opinion, way of promoting a game, generating artificial hype. But overall, I'm very happy with some of the games from Square Enix I've been playing recently. So you're saying it's Ubisoft? Strange. Which Ubisoft studio? I'll check it now. Let me check which Ubisoft studio is making that game. Forspoken. Is it massive? I doubt it's massive. I wanna see. Yeah, Forspoken is Square Enix. It's not Ubisoft. As I told you, it is Square Enix, and it's Luminous Productions, actually, the developers. Dude, see my screen. I'm not sure where you're looking. It says Square Enix in the corner. Look, even in Google, I typed Forspoken, second link Forspoken Square Enix. Not sure where you're getting this Ubisoft. But I'm talking, dude, I was talking about Forspoken. We stopped talking about Skull and Bones long ago. When I asked you if you saw the 10 minutes gameplay, I was talking about Forspoken. When I told you about using Unreal Engine 5 rather than the Ubisoft engine, I told you it's Forspoken. If you haven't checked that 10 minutes of gameplay footage, this one here, do check it. This is the game I told you I'm super excited about in February. And it's for PlayStation 5 and PC. It's PlayStation exclusive. That was actually the first game that showcased Unreal Engine 5. They used in-game footage from early versions of this game to showcase Unreal Engine 5 several years ago. So I'm assuming Epic must have put a lot of funds into this game themselves to promote Unreal Engine 5. But just look at those 10 minutes gameplay footage if you haven't. You'll see some amazing combos, like the character creating a giant sphere of water, then exploding the water with another spell. And while the water is exploded in particles, it freezes those particles to create something like the thing you're seeing on the screen right now. It's extremely this is my most anticipated game of Q1 2023 personally. And visually, the balance, I was talking with my brother how this game is striking a very good balance between glows and bright colors and regular colors. It's not too dark, it's not too shiny, and it's only using shininess for accents, to highlight certain things. That's where this game is using the bright stuff. So Forspoken, I'm hoping that what we're seeing from those 10 minutes is pretty much what you get when the game launches throughout the whole game. Vast open world, a lot of things to do and complete and collect. Decent crafting system. That's, again, not the best one I've seen, but it's good enough. And I was talking about this game because I know you're a PlayStation gamer, and this is a game that will be very well optimized when it comes to PlayStation. The footage you saw was PlayStation 5 recorded footage, so they've definitely done a great job optimizing it based on the 10 minutes we've seen. Again, Square Enix are not developers of Stranger of Paradise. The people behind Stranger of Paradise are not the same that are behind Forspoken. They're just the publishers. There's different studios that create those games. So you can't say this game will be good because Stranger of Paradise was good. The only thing they have in common is who is giving the money. But the people working on the games are different. It's just how it is. Even for Ubisoft that you were talking about earlier, you can't say Ubisoft game X is gonna be good because or bad because Ubisoft game Y was good or bad unless it's the exact same Ubisoft team working on them. But yeah, nowadays many people kind of get mixed up when it comes to publishers, and they see the publisher name and they think they're the ones making it, because the developer names are not in the front. They're not the names that are on marketing and so on that people talk about as much, unless it's a very famous studio like BioWare, for example. Even though EA are the publishers, you know, BioWare, okay, that's the studio, they're famous. Used to be making some great games, not anymore. Although I really loved Dragon Age Inquisition. And when it came to Mass Effect Andromeda, it was okay. Apart from the awful animation on the faces and some parts of the story being kind of boring. And like this game, it's a Bandai Namco game, but there are so many different Bandai Namco games from so many different studios that work with Bandai Namco. You're not hearing me so well. Just a moment. I'll reduce the game sound. Maybe the game is overshadowing my voice. If I increase my microphone anymore, it will distort the sound even further. I might have to play some time with my equalizer to see if I can improve the thing. Volume mixer, Gundam. The Gundam, I'm gonna put it at, right now it's 56, let's put it at 42%. As for the game I'm playing right now, we haven't talked much about it, talking all sorts of things about all sorts of other games. But I really like this one so far. Pretty simple and straightforward when it comes to growing and upgrading your unit, but there's plenty of units, and then again you choose 2 extra units to accompany you on missions. Then you can unlock more units as you fight certain enemies.
Life support systems repaired.
Shohei just subscribed for his 15th month in a row. Welcome back, right in the feels. That's where it struck. Thanks, dude. Thanks very much. How are you? Did you start playing on the new Diablo update, or is the update not up yet? I read some news yesterday about the Diablo PTR with those zones in Diablo 2. What's it called? The terror zones. Still on the PTR. Yeah. Did you not test it though? Did you test it on the PTR server just to see how it goes, or do you not have a character on the test server? I think what developers should do with test servers is let you create characters that are high level, maybe not max level, but high level characters. If I were Blizzard, I would do PTR servers an option to create a character that's freshly completed all difficulties and has some basic gear, so that you can jump in and give them feedback and test stuff and skills, test high-level content. Oh, it's only on PC. Unfortunate. As a PlayStation gamer, I assume you probably are kind of disappointed, but you deal with it. I'm gonna test Quick Guard. I wanna test Quick Guard and see how it works. Recycled mission number 3. Let's go.
さあ今度こそサンクキングゆの姉さん今回の舞台はサンクキングダムを解体いやいや史実通りだよブレイク現象の規模によっては時間軸が前後することもあるってこと。前回のニューポートシティ戦の先の歴史。
Let's see.
孤軍奮闘するガンダムエピオンの援護だよ。乗っているのはヒーローユイ君。その彼をゼロのパイロットは以前はエピオンに乗っていたゼクスマーキスにウイングでガンダムでオペレーションメテオに投入された5機のガンダムゼロに乗るのは重要も重要。
You're grinding on Division 2 till next Tuesday, because there's an event going on right now. Okay. Well, may the XP and drops be with you. Unless you're already fully geared up and you're just grinding for experience. We were talking about Forspoken earlier. Did you see some days ago when they uploaded 10 minutes of gameplay footage for Forspoken? Is Forspoken your kind of game? Kind of open world game? It's kind of like... Well, it's not like Witcher, but kind of like Witcher. Kind of like Breath of the Wild, I guess, maybe. That type of open world. That 10 minutes footage, man. Just look at how well it's running on a PlayStation. How well it's optimized to run on a PlayStation 5. And how beautiful it is. The balance in the colors when it comes to the world is amazing. Yeah. I've got my eyes glued on that game. My eyes are glued to Forspoken. Okay, nice. It's kind of hard when it comes to controlling the camera. I'm still not used to. Soul Hackers 2? Soul Hackers 2 seems nice, yes. I might get it and play it, so we'll see. We'll see. There are just so many games every month that I wouldn't mind testing. But I can't get to play them all, obviously. I have to make choices. There's always the choice of getting a game, playing it for 2 hours and then refunding it if I don't like it. But I don't think that's really fair unless the game is extremely awful, just to get it for the sake of showing it and then refunding it. In June, my channel on YouTube from advertisement, I made very little on YouTube. I made enough for one AAA title in June from YouTube, so I gotta think of what my channel is making me and take that into consideration when it comes to investing into new titles to play. But we'll see. I do try to get games for free. There's 3 or 4 different websites where I've signed up as a creator to apply for codes for games. Such as the one I was playing yesterday. It was one of those cases where I was given a game to try for free so I can show it. And then give feedback if they want to. If they watched my video, they hopefully got some feedback from it. Am I pre-ordering for Spoken? Maybe when it's closer to the launch. Right now I don't... Well, I do have the money to pre-order it, but I'm saving that money for a GPU. But maybe in January I'll think about pre-ordering for Spoken. I mean, the pre-order is still gonna last... It's still gonna last for quite some time, so... I still have plenty of time to pre-order until February, so we are good on that front. I probably could get it around Christmas, if there isn't anything else I want to get around Christmas. You know what's fun? Probably around this time next year we'll be playing Diablo 4, probably. if it really does a June launch. If it's really on track for a June launch still. I normally wait before pre-ordering games until it's like 1 month left or a couple of weeks left and stuff. Because it's pointless to buy it this early, and especially considering it's a studio that definitely doesn't lack funding. If it's a small studio that could use the funding from my pre-order to keep developing and stuff, in that case I could consider. But when it's a big studio with big budget, I'm assuming pre-order is not that important, especially when it's not an online game where pre-orders could kind of give them an idea of how much servers capacity they might want to open up. That's the guy who voices over Re:Zero, that noble from Re:Zero, the same voice actor it seems. You bought Horizon Forbidden West one day before launch, after watching some early reviews. Makes sense. What's the time? 11 and 19 p.m. Okay, we've got like an hour more of me playing this today. I've been very busy today. I managed to sort out the remaining 40 plus games into videos. I decided to the next videos I'm gonna release this month or at the beginning of the next month for upcoming September games. I've decided to make it my Wooters video, then the WoW profile video. Normally WoW profile is the Wooters video, but I'll do separate. Like Wooters video would be only wooters, not wooters and not so wooters, but actually just wooters. Then the WoW profile games video. Then there's gonna be a 2D games video, only 2D games, pixel and not pixel. And then there's gonna be a tactical such as Commandos, the HD remaster, Beneath the Mountain, Serial Cleaners, Grid Force, Squash 2, and two tower defense, because I think tower defense games do classify as tactical. And there's gonna be probably an Epic Store games video. Although I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games for that 6 games that didn't classify for the other videos. I could just put those games into the other videos if I could find that. How many games would there be? So the Wooter videos would be 8 games. The WoW profile video would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15 games in the WoW profile games. 2D games 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I could even show you what's on my screen. Is it showing up? Strangely enough. Okay, there we go. This is normally what I do when making videos. This is what I do, and based on that, I make my WoWer thirds, and I have to, this is not full. I need to type the different consoles and stuff, and so on. So that's what me preparing to make videos looks like. I've got a bunch of 2022, 2023 that every month I check those games to see if their release date has been announced. But this is a little bit of behind the scenes, if you're wondering how I prepare for videos. I have to collect all that information for all of those games before I can even start making the video. And this is like the research phase. Okay, let's move on back to this game. Oh, this one leveled up a little, I think. This one is almost level. Oh, never mind, this one did level up as well. The friendship leveled up. I need to go to my parts screen. I'm not sure how to access the parts screen. Well, I was just saying that how I don't like when companies, publishers give players early access to games for reviews without wiping that access. I appreciate if they give early access. I've been given early access with or without wipe, and I feel guilty when they give me early access to a game before it launches without wiping that content if it's an online game, if it's not a single player only game. And okay, Forspoken is kind of a single player only game, but still, I think everyone should start at the same minute when it launches, at the same minute with the same progress. But I do appreciate when they do give stuff for reviews that you can play early and test, especially when it's a single player game. And then there's an embargo and stuff like that. But what I don't like is what Gearbox, for example, does. 2-3 hours or whatever X hours before the game launches, there's a bunch of people playing it, and unless you're one of those lucky people, streamers, whatever, you have to wait for launch day, and it's just annoying to treat people with such nepotism. And that's not a progress that will get wiped. They've already got access to the final version of the game. They're already ahead of other people. Even if it's not a competition, even if it's not competitive, it doesn't feel right. I really hope Diablo 4 doesn't do this, because I'm assuming Diablo 4 has competitive elements. I mean, PvP is competitive. So giving players, even if it's 1 hour early access or 2 hours, it's still early progress. You're still giving them a head start. For single player games, it's fine, but it's still not nice to let them keep the progress. It's nice to have beta. Even though people have ways to copy paste files from the beta save folder to the non-beta save folder, and they can still do that. But it's nice how Steam handles betas. You have that beta tab, and you can just switch between the beta or the stream code and stuff like that. I've been given codes for games to do content, such as reviews and so on early, but it has been a separate instance. On Steam I would have the streamer preview version of the game, and then another one in my library that's the final version. With single player games it's kind of okay. It is kind of okay when they get it, but I don't like when they do it with pre-order. Pre-order to get 2 days early access, 3 days early access. You don't pre-order, you don't get it. Buy the deluxe edition, get early access. Buy the regular edition, you're a pleb, fuck you, don't get early access. I think this is kind of predatory. It's just almost as bad as pay to win is in games. To use fear of missing out and letting people have early access just because they paid a little bit of extra, without wiping that early access. I'm okay with letting people pay for early access if you're gonna wipe that access, regardless whether it's single player or multiplayer game. But it feels wrong to try and it seems not wrong. It seems pathetic for a big developer company to try and get people to pay them money so they can play earlier. To pay them more money than a regular person. Like the Deluxe Edition, 3 days early start, 72 hours, 48 hours, whatever. Started getting less points per mission to level up my stuff. Where was my ammunition? Here maybe. When do I get a new SWAT? Range 21, I like that one. When do I unlock more SWATs? Maybe it needs to level up. This is the new one that we've unlocked. Barbatos, 6th form. 500 HP as the beginning. 200 melee at the beginning at level 1. This is super strong for a infighter. Let's do the next mission. Hopefully not. Yes, finally a not recycled mission. This might be a boss fight mission, like a big boss fight. It looks like an arena.
Gundam Battle Alliance update 完了。ハーメスマーキュリー見参。よーし戦いだ。ついてこいルビー。おっ。孫権のおっちゃんには負けてられねえ。もっと強くなってみせる。
Oh, are we having a free for all fight between us?
この空間を組んだってことはあなたもまたプログラマーなんでしょ。私たちより前に人格がデジタルデータ化された例ってあなたじゃないの？お、なるほど。 AI である
Where are the enemies?
権限に制約がある。でもこの世界に外から来たものならどう？
なかなかの考察だが、それも答える権限は与えられていない。逃がさん、この程度だ。トライだ。破壊する。
Oh, no, no, no. Run, 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 run. Heal, 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 heal.
まだやれるぞ。そこだ。
確かに機動も武装もサンクキングダムで戦った時とは別物。
アップデートは済ませたと言ったろう。貴重なデータも手に入ったのでね。エイハブリアクター、ゼロシステムといった検証データだ。
私たちがブレイク修正したミッションのデータじゃない。
異なる歴史に存在するガンダムの機構、興味深いとは思わないかね、リトルレディ。
そりゃ少しはあるけど、ずいぶん悪趣味なコレクターね。ガンダムのデータを集める謎の人格データ、管理システムを通じるのかな。
やるな。この程度。これで決める。
Let's do special attack. It's ready.
なるほど、やはりいい腕だ小隊長。そうでなければ選ばれない。
私たちを選んだのは管理システムってやつ？
私にはそれを答える権限は与えられて。
お、通信エラー？
君たちが修正を進めれば奴の計画が完成に。俺には止められ。
ちょっとどうしたの？奴とは誰？それにあなたはどうして？
私にはそれを答える権限は与え。
Nice. December 8th, if I recall. What's that for December 8th? Suppose you review release date at games. Yeah, that's what I heard from rumors as well. That in December it will be a nice trailer with an open beta or a release date, or the date of the first public testing. Some big date will be revealed. That's what I heard around December with their quarterly update. They had to rush the quarterly update from September to August this quarter because they wanted to squash some rumors. Not sure if there will be some announcement in September still, since they already titled their blog post as quarterly update. And yeah, they might do it as a video reveal with a lot of things like they did last year with some of the things. I think last year was it, or when they reviewed a quarterly update as a video format rather than a blog post. So they might do the same this December. And it might be the release date, or it might be the date of the first testing. And then in spring, in March, then might be the review of the actual release date. We'll see. But apparently December they've got some big announcement to make when it comes to dates and stuff, but that's just the rumors. But it makes sense. If they're on track, June seems like a reasonable date for the release. If they're saying they're still targeting 2023 and it's still on track for 2023, and knowing that June is the Diablo anniversary month, and that they used June this year for soft launching Immortal. So it's a safe bet. It's a pretty safe bet. 70% chance. Let's put it that way. The odds 70 versus 30 for it to be sometime in June. My predicted release month, I've said it many times, it's June 2023. the predicted release month for Diablo 4. I can't tell you an exact date. Let me double check the calendar for June. But if I were to predict a date, I would say 6th of June. Just because 666. Although it's Diablo 4, so they might want to have something more symbolical. But 6th of June is a Tuesday. It's not Monday, and it's not the end of the week. So they would have people on standby. But most likely they would be targeting a Friday release as a weekend, and most likely it will be 9th or 16th or 23rd. I doubt it would be the 2nd of June if it's June, and I doubt it would be the 30th of June, although it's highly possible. 9, 16, and 23 are Fridays. I mean, June has 5 Fridays, so I doubt it's gonna be first or last Friday if it is June. But definitely thinking it's gonna be June, and if it were me, I would put it on the 6th of June. Or on the 4th of... 4th is a Sunday. It doesn't fit well. But 6 seems like a nice date as a Tuesday. Although they definitely... The way Blizzard thinks is launching during weekends would be best, so you can have massive amounts of people. Although if you want to be smart, it's better to not launch on the weekend, so you don't have the servers breaking as much as they would on a Friday night compared to Tuesday night. But there are many people who take days off work for release games of things that are huge like Diablo. I've had people on my channel taking days off for the release of a certain game, and actually certain 2 games. There was one guy from my country, if I'm not mistaken, he took days off. Was it for... I can't remember what game, but he told me he took days off work for the launch of one game. But then there were connection problems and stuff. I didn't level up, so I probably don't have stats to allocate. Oh, I do have stats to allocate. Let's get some more HP. Half past 11, let's go. Almost 2 handshakes with this and this. Oh, the FPS is dropping so much now. Wow, it went down to 4 FPS. This is very badly optimized, this specific cutscene thingy. The first time this game's FPS is struggling. So we're no longer out in the open. Your prophesized release date is August. Okay, well, August would be nice. It's my birthday month, so I wouldn't mind Diablo 4 releasing in August. It will be a week of Diablo. A week of Diablo 4 next year. For my birthday week. No one to auto target. Okay, we've got them all. Just looking around. Okay, we got them. F shift again. You think the original month would be May or June, but delayed to August? Well, we'll see. I mean, Blizzard right now does not have that big of a reason for delaying Diablo 4. But again, I don't have informers that can tell me stuff. I know just as much as other people know, who are not insiders. Unless the Diablo 4 team goes on a massive strike and doesn't work for a few weeks, or if they have some external partners helping them with the game, maybe some of them does something and messes something up. But as far as I know, most of the stuff Blizzard handles in-house, and they have marketing teams, developers, and everything else one might need in their in-house. We'll see. Point is, whenever it comes, I probably won't be touching any other games for a couple of weeks when Diablo 4 launches, unless there's something extremely nice that I want to play releasing around the same time, and then I'll try to do at least like a week of playing that without touching other stuff, and then touching the other stuff. I like the pickup range of wood. I don't need to be right next to it to pick it up here. Right now, the one release date I'm the most excited, actually the two release dates I'm the most excited about are the release date of the AMD and Nvidia new GPUs. This is what I'm the most excited about, and the pricing. That's like the stuff that I'm most interested about right now. What pricing and when. Not even how strong they would be, how powerful, because there've already been plenty of prophesized leaks of how strong those would be. So even if those are not accurate, it's still gonna be good enough. It's still gonna be better than the current generation. I just care about the price and the date. Although I'm not getting my hopes up that it would release before my family comes to Bulgaria from Canada. So my guess is it's probably gonna release around middle. Shit, no, I was just about to heal. Okay, emergency repairs. My guess is the new GPUs would probably middle of October, second half of October, most likely. For AMD and Nvidia's new beasts. Because I think they'll release the beast mode cards first, as they've mentioned many times. But they would announce the dates for all of them at once, from what we know. Shiro. Was Shiro white? If I'm not mistaken, Kuru was black and Shiro was white.
すごいこと言ってたけど、これってチャンスでしょ、さくら。そうか。私たちもブレイクアウト処理を。
Woke people would say this is a racist name. Nice. Where are the woke people saying, hey, this is a racist name, you can't call yourself white? Or black, for that matter. But yeah, I like those names. Both Shiro and Kuru are nice names. Another name I like from the Japanese names is Yuki, which, if I'm not mistaken, was snow. Which other name I like? Kaede is, I don't know what it means, but it's a nice name as well. Sakura as well, which means cherry, if I'm not mistaken, or cherry blossom was it? Another name I like. There's so many names in Japanese that I like the sound of. What does Kaede mean, by the way? I've always been wondering what that name means. It's not as popular in animes and movies and manga and so on. But here and there they use it. Kaede. I'll write it if you can tell me what it means. I mean, I can always Google, but since you're here, I'll use you to translate it for me. Ah, it's just a name. Okay. Nice. Items. It's weird how I can sell parts. But what do I get with the stuff I sell the parts for? How do I sell? G. And then what do I do with those things? And where do I use those capital tickets? Oh, I see. The capital tickets are pretty much something you sell. To get that capital. And then this capital, do I use it to upgrade my... Also, that's so pay to win. Straight up pay to win. I can probably upgrade now with that capital. Yeah, I can. Wow. So that's how it goes. Ah, it also means maple. Aha. Oh, that's why I've seen. I think there was an anime where the hero was called Kaede, but her in-game character was Maple. Was it Maple? I think there was this one. Was it the one with the girl that had maxed out the defense? I think. I gotta check it out later if that was the anime. Maybe I'm mistaking. Maybe she wasn't called Kaede. In any case, interesting. I love maple syrup, by the way. it's super nice. I like using it in tea instead of sugar, using maple syrup. I also like using honey as well. 11:50 p.m. Maybe 1 or 2 more missions depending on the length of those missions. Wait, is that the same mission? Did I accidentally start the same mission, or is it the same mission but with a different enemy or whatever? Can I stop the mission? Let's see. Abandon mission. Let's see. I'll double check if it was the same one. I think I haven't done this one. You just imagined me slurping quotes of syrup. Well, I mean, I like slurping syrup as well, but it's extremely expensive, so I can't just slurp a lot of maple syrup, but I like putting it in tea. Also on other things to sweeten them up, but the most I like it is in tea. Although it's not bad to put some on pancakes and stuff like that, obviously, the classical maple syrup and pancakes. Or if you want to use it in barbecue glazing to glaze the meat with some maple syrup, if you like sweet meat, like for some barbecue pork ribs and stuff, I think it would go nice. I really love experimenting when I'm cooking and messing around with different ingredients and different quantities and stuff to try and find new recipes. Lately I've been hooked on making chili con carne. I tried making chili con carne sauce, but instead of serving it with rice, serving it with pasta, with penne. And it was a very nice success. Simple chili con carne, beef minced meat, and onions fried up a little bit, then adding some cumin and 2 other spices. One of them is coriander, so cumin, coriander, and one other thing I don't know how to translate in English. Then some black pepper, red pepper, baked, not baked, but black beans, beans from a can, kidney beans, or red or black. And what else do I put? Tomatoes chopped in a can, and some tomato puree from those packages and stuff. And that normally I have I buy boiling back rice. It's less messy rice that you boil in a bag, and then you cut the bag and just you have the rice. But I try to do that instead of with rice, with pasta, with whole grain penne, and it was super tasty. Chili con carne sauce with pasta. I might want to try my spaghetti bolognese sauce with rice. Maybe that would be fun as well. The reverse version. Oh, and I also put dried vegetables in that chili con carne mix. I put dried vegetables, which is carrots, I think maybe celery, maybe onions. Oh, and I also put garlic. I forgot to fresh garlic chopped up in my chili con carne sauce. Should I make some cooking streams? Struck cooking streams. I'm making myself hungry, but at least I have like half an hour until I need to heat up yesterday's chili con carne sauce and boil some rice. Boiling back rice is pretty nice. Sure, it takes longer to make, not longer to make, but it's more expensive. It doesn't take longer to make, but it's more expensive than just buying rice and cooking it. But it's definitely less messy and super nice. Damn, I need to heal myself. Do that. What is the GR I'm seeing? How do I activate that? Aye. How do I tell my teammates to use their special attacks? I think I got it with 1, 2, 3 maybe? Oh fuck. Heal. Shit, this guy keeps dodging my stuff. Where did it go? Man, this auto-targeting is annoying. It keeps changing my target even though I walk on the boss. It unwalks that thing. Special attack 2. And he dodged it. In the last moment he dodged it. I think we beat him though. Maybe not. Is he running away? Yeah, they ran away. You're gonna make some udon. Oh man, I love me some udon. I really wanna try some freshly made udon, like on the spot, not store bought, but made in the store. Was it Ichizaya? Was it Ichizaya? Whatever those family shops that are pretty nice, good prices. If I ever visit Tokyo, or any other places of Japan, I'll look for some nice family-owned small businesses to go and try some udon. There was this show on Netflix, Midnight Diner. Midnight Diner. This kind of atmosphere, very small place. very small neighborhood place, but it's got that cozy atmosphere. Those types of places would be nice to visit.
我々イノベーターに背いたことをあの世で後悔するのだな。また攻撃してくるか。イノベーター。
小隊長さん、
Yeah, Midnight Diner definitely a fun show.
接近戦が得意な機体だから注意して。
Kind of
それにしても
tying food to stories, and every episode being about a story connected with a different type of food.
貴様は許すわけにはいかない。我々の障害となる敵は殲滅する。相手が誰であろうと我々の敵ではない。そうやって人を憎ら
Oh wow, he canceled my healing.
この態度は人間より優れた能力があるから。
Fuck! He's not letting me rest. Can they take the fucking aggro off of me? And what is the GR? I wonder what GR is. There is this green thing next to my medkit that says GR.
そこ。 やってくれ。これ以上先には通さない。僕は自分の信じた道を歩む。愚かだと言われようが、がむしゃらなまでにやらせるものか。やってくれる。しかしこれ以上はやらせん。邪魔をするな。
ティエリアさん、無理しないで。
Fuck.
隊長さん、フォロー。
深すぎか。そこだ。
Last medkit. And he just attacked me right after using my medkit. How did he close in the distance this fast? Does he teleport or something? Fuck. Why aren't my allies helping? Oh, they're down maybe. Shit, this is gonna be tough. Nice, we won. Alright, you're gonna make udon, slurp to the soup, and I'll have a good one for sure. I've got like maybe, I don't know, maybe one more battle, maybe I should stop here as well. It's past midnight already. Might take too long if I make another mission. Hopefully you've seen enough of this game, folks. Hopefully me playing this game kind of gave you an idea of what to expect, so you can decide whether it's your type of game, whether it's worth buying or not. Keep in mind, multiplayer is probably the best part of this game. You can play with up to 2 other friends online. So those 2 allies I've got, bot controlled allies, can be player controlled allies. And that's gonna be the fun part of it, to have those. But there is that negative taste you get from seeing the recycled story missions for more story missions in the same spot with slightly stronger enemies. But overall, it's a solid game. I'm happy with it. But the price, I'm not happy with the price. AAA pricing for this game. A little bit expensive. Maybe the budget was too expensive, considering it's the Gundam franchise. How do I close the game, by the way? Alt F4, I guess, works. So yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow I'll be making some videos, so there's gonna be a stream late in the evening again. So keep it cool until next time from me, and goodbye.